Before starting the video, a gentle reminder to you. If you watching this video on shorts section, go to the channel and see the full video on this topic. Today is about season 1 episode 2, the one liner that sells. A vengeful son raised in a remote tribe returns to his ancestral kingdom to reclaim his throne from his cynical uncle. An arrogant engineering student challenges the oppressive educational system, inspiring his two best friends to think for themselves. A pianist pretending to be blind to improve his art, eventually witnessing a murderer and must find a way to escape the clutches of the killer. You already know the three movies, don't you? Bahubali, Three Idiots, and Andanam. Sorry if I mispronounce the name. In Telugu, the movie's name is Maestro. You know, theme from a single sentence. That's right. Three is power. That is a log line. Welcome back to Cinema Craft Achieves Season 1, The Craft of Screenwriting. I am guiding. Last week we captured the initial spark of an idea with the what if question. But a spark is fragile. It can easily die out as of my what ifs. Today we take the spark and focus it into a laser beam. A beam powerful enough to cut through the noise, to capture a producer's attention, and to guide you through the 100-page wilderness of your script. This is episode 2, the one liner that sells. So, what exactly is a log line? Simply put, a login line is a one sentence summary of your film that communicates the core concept of central conflict, but it's a tool with two very different functions. First, for you, the writer, it is a compass when you are lost in subplots or your character are not talking to you. The log line reminds you of your story true north. If a scene does not serve the log line, it probably does not belonging in your movie. Second, for the industry, it is a business card. A producer in Mumbai or Chennai might get 50 scripts in a week. They don't have time to read them all. They read the log line. It is your first and often your only chance to make them say those magic words. Tell me more. Now let's be clear what it is and it's not a tagline. A tagline is a catchy marketing phrase like Logan's Once Upon a Time in India. A logline tells you the story and it is not a synopsis. It doesn't reveal the ending or detail every plot point. Okay, the big question, how do you actually write one? While screenwriting is an art, a great logline is a pure science. It has a formula, a narrative DNA, and it's simpler than you think. It boils down to three key components: the protagonist, the goal, the obstacle. Let's break it down with some classical take Sholay. A retired police officer, that's our protagonist, must hire two crooks to capture a dacoit. That's the goal. In the face of the dacoit terrorizing his village and having a personal vendetta against him. That's the formidable obstacle. It works perfectly. Or a modern example, Dangal, a farmer wrestler with a dashed Olympic dreams. Our protagonist must train his daughters to become world class champions. The goal in the face of society. I am too poor in English, sorry. Their own reluctance and a corrupt sporting federation. The obstacles see how it works. It establishes characters, objective, and the conflict in a single line efficient sentence. Once you have a draft of your lag line using that formula, you can test in strength using what I call the three C's. First, C. Clarity is it easy to understand? Is it free of confusing jargon or vague language? It should be so clear that your grandmother could understand it. Second C. Conflict. It is central struggle of the movie immediate apparent. The bigger the obstacle, the better the logline. A man wants to find love is boring. A shy man must learn to dance to win the heart of professional salsa dancer, who is also his rival's girlfriend. Now that conflict and third, the most important C, curiosity. Does it make you want to know what happens next? The great log line often contains a hook or a sense of irony. Think of our Andandan example. The blind pianist witnesses a murder. The irony and curiosity are baked right in. How can a blind man witness anything that hook masses a producer want to turn the page? For today's spotlight, we have to talk about an epic, a film whose logline had to carry the weight of 5 hours, two-page search. Anurag Kashyap, Gangs of Wasseypur. The logline goes something like this. Over the course of three generations, two rivals families in the coal mining town of Wasseypur engage in a bloody feud for power, politics, and violence. Let's analyze this. It's a masterclass. It immediately establishes the epic scope. Three generations. It gives you a visceral sense of place. The coal mining town of Vaspur. It defines the core conflict and the characters. Two rival families, bloody feud, and finally it tells us the themes power and finally it tells us the themes power, politicals, and vengeance. That one sentence does not just set a movie, it sells a saga, it promotes a gritty, sprawling, multi generational crime epic, and the film delivers on the promise. This is a logline firing on all cylinders. Alright, time to head into the lab. This week you are the scientist. Your task is to take the what if idea you developed from our last episode, that vague, beautiful spark of a concept. I want you to apply the formula we discussed today. First, identify the protagonist, who is the story about. Second, define their goal. What do they want to achieve? Third, name of their obstacle. What is the primary thing standing in their way? Now combine them into a single sentence, write it down, then rewrite it. Try five different versions, and once you have your best one, test it against the three C's. Is it clear? Is there conflict? And does it spark curiosity? This one sentence is the single most important piece of writing you will do for your entire project. Give it the time it deserves. So the log line, it is your compass, it is your business code, it is the DNA of your story. It builds from a protagonist, a goal and an obstacle. Test it with clarity, conflict and curiosity, and you all have the tool that can guide your writing and open doors of your career. Now that we have our one sentence blueprint, it's time to build the house. Next week on the cinema craft, we lay the foundation. We will explore the invisible architecture that holds up almost every successful story you have ever seen. this three act structure. Until then, keep writing. Bye bye.